Welcome then, hello. I hope you all have a lovely, what day is it today?
Saturday
Evening, and welcome to Not So Straight Talk.
was the last time.
You can see we're all in the same building, but we're socially distanced. I've got to put jacket 10 metres away because that would even be 2
Socially
metres.
distanced. I'm sandwiched between these two people.
Well, who's all watching? Give us a little comment and a little share so we can reach more people. We've got comments. Hello! I've not got my glasses. Sharon. Nice. Oh, we've lost a viewer. Oh, fuck it.
Yeah, man. I can.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
there we go. We've made Bristol bigger. Well, if she gets any bigger. I'm having a small abidement this evening.
Yes.
Just to get over the nerves of these two.
I'm just drinking water.
So how have we all been this week?
Well, there I'm sitting like you're all auntie at a wedding. Well, a funeral with this fro on.
I need to be able to sort of look that way even when I talk to you because you want to go. So what have you been doing?
This fro's lovely when I stand up, but no when I sit down.
Stand up then.
I'll stand up.
Stand up like it's all free.
Look, is it no beautiful? Hold on, I'll go back a wee bit for the.
It's like a tent.
It's a lovely wee hem. Lovely wee hem. Look,
Lovely sleeves.
Knickers.
Aye, could you know afford a full set of sleeves?
It's called Style, Sophistication, and Elegance.
Oh.
But when you start it, let us know.
Right. What shite are we talking tonight, people?
Well, will we start with the Guardian article first then? About reality TV.
Yeah.
Right. So, there was an article in the Guardian this week, and this was sent to us.
I don't read The Guardian. Just
Near there, but the article was sent to us by one of our regular viewers, Emma. Sent a wee article about a man from
Del Monte.
Russia. No, a man from Russia who ended up on a, not in Russia, some other country, ended up in a reality TV show looking for a boy band there. Didn't want to be in the TV show. He was meant to be, he was there as a technician and was asked to audition while he was there. Ended up on the show and ended up literally imprisoned on the show because he couldn't leave of his own accord because of his contract. He was unable to just sort of say, I'm out, and spent like however many weeks begging the viewing public to vote him out, and they kept him right to the end.
Did he win?
No, he got put out in the final.
He'd be raging.
But he'd been trying to get out for ages, and there was like the embassy and everyone were getting involved, but the contract his like participation contract said that if he self-eliminated, then he had to sort of like pay this and do that and all this. So it's
Sorry to interrupt,
Oh,
but
no.
could you put your horn down there, your shovel, and turn us down? Because I can hear us in the second monitor here.
I know I've tried doing that. No, that's returning us up there. See, I had muted, but it keeps unmuting it. Mute iPad.
Anybody else has got a button for that?
The modern world,
So
What's better?
basically, the article, as far as I read it, was looking at like how fucked up reality TV contracts are in terms of how much control you are given to a production company.
I can't see the comments with these contact lenses.
So what's like your thoughts on one, this, like the guy being trapped in this TV show, but also would you do reality TV, like the positives and the pitfalls of reality TV? And remember, look at the camera and know what the folk.
No, I don't have. I couldn't do reality TV.
I don't think I've got the right temperament for reality TV.
That's the word that I was looking for.
I think I'd be fine on reality TV. It depends what it was.
I'm too hot-headed, which I
I'm the
know
same,
is...
and can it be false? You know exactly what I'm thinking by the look on my face. Even if I'm saying, "No, I'm fine. Honest to God, I'm fine," but I'm thinking, "Yeah."
Now, I'm too hot-headed to the point where I can realise I'm being hot-headed, if that makes sense. So if they were intently trying to wind me up, I would realise it and not blow up. Be like, that's fine. Which causes two issues. First issue being, that's not what the producers want and that's not why they've got you there. Second issue being, because I've bottled it all up, when someone is a mild inconvenience, I'll then end up exploding and look like a psycho cunt.
And you'll explode at the wrong person at the wrong time.
Yeah.
When really, it's not even that person that's annoyed you.
So, the three of us on reality TV, whatever it is, the producers keep getting you to do things to wind me up, and I'm like, don't say anything, smile and wave. Nobody tells me that this wig's no on straight. What the fuck do you think? So that's why I don't think I'd be good for reality TV.
Well, I'm quite calm. I think I'd be fine. Like when I was younger, the big thing was like Big Brother. Like in its heyday was when I was probably younger. And I'd always wanted to go in that because it seemed fun. Because I'm quite a weird person who likes people and what people watching.
Yeah.
Do you ever do that thing where you sit on a bench and just watch people go by and make up wee life stories for them and what they're talking about?
I don't make up life stories for them, but I do sit and watch people.
No, well, that's the thing in our family. We'll sit at a park bench and we'll see people walking past like, oh, she's a cleaner and he's a... And we'd make up conversation for them. So I'm quite a people watcher.
I'll tell you what I do, but see when I'm in my other career, when we put out the patio stuff and it's all lovely and it's like you get the the wee cheap shite that's like deck chairs and plastic shite.
Aye.
Put that out right and then you put all your fancy stuff out and then I make a family for every one of them. So like the posh ones are the gift nook. You know, they're coming out with their patio doors that's no paid for. Jason, dinner, Kylie, supper. You know what I mean?
Aye.
And then you've got
Conflict City.
Aye, you've got the wee granny that's sitting at a wee companion bench. You know what I mean? We have tea. Oh, I do. Oh, I've got things for it. Oh, hi.
I don't think I could do Big Brother now though, because you're stuck in there 24/7.
Oh, you can't do it now because it's finished. Sure.
Aye, but something like that. With the
I know you're still in a catch-up thing, but Annie,
I've just got the internet and bells out. But when they like,
have you?
aye.
That Disney go ding 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 ding. Shh.
No, we're still putting money in the meter.
Oh, right. Wait till you get the broadband.
If that doesn't work, we can send Ginty out the back to pedal on a bike. But see, with a reality show, they see you 24/7 all the time, in and out of makeup in here. I wouldn't do something like Bake Off, where you go, you do your full day, and you get to go home to your own bed.
I could do that. But no anywhere where I had to stay, and I had to be judged 24 hours.
Like if I'm going to do reality TV, I want to do it as this, the way I look now. I wouldn't want them to see me out of fair makeup. I'm not a pretty woman outside of fair makeup.
Want to see her close up either, but none of my business.
But something like the Bake Off or like Stars in Your Eyes or something, you get to just go in and out. One day.
I think it's more a competition show than a reality TV show.
Aye, but you're still on there like for a day.
Aye.
You're in and out.
But that's no reality TV. We're talking about reality
Let's talk about reality TV.
Well, there's Drag Race in reality TV.
It's reality TV.
But it's a competition.
But it's a
it's
competition reality though.
So is Bake Off.
No.
Bake Off's not reality. That's a game show, really.
Oh, man.
Right, Drag Race is reality TV because part of Drag Race is watching them in the workroom discussing and fighting and talking and like what drag queens do off of stage.
So is reality TV like Terry?
Yeah. So
No.
Terry's reality TV.
I would appear in Terry if it's like a producer phone says, right, they're turning up to said club anonymously. We want a drag queen walking about or performing in the background. I would do that.
Nobody wants to see what I do during the day. With my Huff Pinot and my pegs in it. My roller hanging out the side. Nobody wants to see that.
I mean,
my neighbours have got to see it when I'm hanging on the washing out, but I'm normally out hanging mine out and then they hang theirs out and it looks as if they've drop kicked it for the back door. Because they've no yet realised that you don't do towel, soap, pant, lavy brush, sheet.
Oh no, you do one.
They don't know that there's an order to these things.
You still use wooden pegs.
For all your faults, Jackie, I'll have to say one thing. You always put a lovely washing.
I put a lovely washing.
But it seems to be like a thing for reality TV where it's like there's always been just proper drag queen in somewhere. Even like sitcoms and TV shows, they always appear. We need an audience member to talk to the host or something. We'll pop a drag queen in.
10 years ago when I first moved into that flat that I'm in, I put all my towels out in the lovely order and they were all bile washed and lovely and beautiful. And then for the next month or two, I kept noticing that whenever I put my towels out, everybody else's washing came in. And I'm like, is it going to rain? Is the dot dash in the rain? Is it going to rain? And then I said to my neighbour, I went, Gonna tell me why whenever I put my whitewash in it, everybody else takes theirs in. It's like, oh, yours is too white for us. It shows us up, so we'll just take it in. I went, but it's no dry, then it doesn't matter. We just put it in the tumble dryer or hang it over our radiator.
No, but we do in our
Oh,
house
right.
is if you want it white and you bleach it in the basin at night, then you
No, you just get that wee thing, the Dr. Beckman.
Oh.
Dr. Beckman, you get it in a chemist or the pharmacia, depending what country you're in. And it's a wee sachet.
Oh, I speak Spanish.
It's a wee sachet. Well, whole as no Spanish.
Hola, cheesy chips, please.
And you get a wee thing, it's wee bolts, you get 2 in a bolt, normally about £2 or something, and you throw it in the washing machine, it's a wee sachet. But don't hang that in the line, throw that in the bin when it comes
I
out.
don't do the washing. I've got a maid, but for some reason she likes to be called Ma. I don't.
No, see, our Sadie had
I
a
don't
great,
think she
had a
likes
great
that,
trick
to
for
be
the
fair.
washing. She did a great trick for the washing. If Tam's cock was lying to the left, it was giving a nice stage bit of washing it. If it was lying to the left, she wouldn't bother.
You mean the right?
Look,
Because you done left them
They did, they let him-
Aye.
if it was going this way, she put out a washing in the morning.
But wait a minute,
If it was
but wait a minute. What if it was straight up in the middle?
going- Who wants to a man to do like that?
I'd be more surprised if you still get it up.
So with that, Stephanie McAllister saying glow fight.
That's it! Glow white, Dr. Beshman's glow white, and you fire it in the machine first, and it what makes them all lovely. But you've got to put them in a bile wash. So
See,
don't
the-
be putting in your coloured towels with them.
The
It's
things you look
only
forward
whites.
to when you get to middle age.
And I put my brassiers in. Oh, I put all my brassiers in. They're lovely.
I think that's how you can tell when women have families in middle age. They look outside, it's like, oh, I should put my wash in it.
The only thing I don't put out is my Spanx because nobody needs to see that.
No, because you wouldn't fit them on a line.
Because it's
yourself.
like a mini person hanging on the line, and you think, "Come down for there, Dal. Come down." Nobody's looking at you.
Aye, shapewear. Have you seen the shape?
Sometimes I go in and out, and forget to come back in again. But tonight, I've got a full waist tonight.
No, see, like, I understand that. I keep going out and forgetting. It's
And
not
you
going back
forget to
in.
come back in
It's not going
sometimes,
back
aye.
in.
I've never gone out.
Although, would you
Can I
have...
just say, you have put your corset on for this lovely show.
have?
She looked
you
like
kind
a-
of tell, but
She
I
looked
put
like a
a
bag
goggle
of
on.
washing when I walked in, and she looked at me and she went. She disappeared in the bag, and she came out. I was going to say she came out lovely, but she came out.
Check him out.
As all that she needs to be.
But we've got some exciting news from one of our viewers.
Oh!
Emma and France are away on a wee holiday in La Travel Lodge.
Oh, very nice for some.
Is Emma married to somebody, or is she just shagging this?
No, I
person?
think they're just shacking up. They're just shacking up. Although, to be fair, he did pay good money. So
Is it a he?
Huh?
Oh, I always thought Emma was.
Let's be honest.
Well, one of them.
I mean, she looks Lebanese, but no, apparently. Maybe Francis is.
She wears enough a sensible shoe, right?
No.
We love you, really, Emma.
So, which travel lodge are you in, Emma?
And why are you away? We want to know.
Oh, we knew this. She was either going to go to Newcastle or Edinburgh. We tell her to go to Edinburgh and visit the boys at Planet.
No, you don't want to go to Edinburgh. Fucking dancing shortbread tins. No.
It's that accent that does it.
You want to go to Newcastle, you have a good fight.
Oh, aye.
Thank you very much, Gladys.
Oh, I love the Gladys
is enjoying
Saltcock.
herself.
Oh, aye. Oh, she's got all the doodads on her screen.
I know.
And she had 2 wee dances the other night. I think it was just to take the focus off herself. It was to take the bell look off herself.
That's why I hired Hoofers.
Well,
That's why. On that note, I am casting for Handsome
And by
Hoofers.
the way,
If
my
anyone's
makeup-
interested, let us know.
my makeup's lovely in real life. But this light that they've got me under is hellish.
Oh, it's smashed.
In Edinburgh, went to the Edinburgh.
Oh,
Wait. To
Oh,
the
that's
Edinburgh.
good. Oh, wait a minute. So she didn't get upset. We do have a message here, especially for Jackie. Mickey says you're
thank
looking
you
lovely
very
as
glad,
always.
Mickey. He knows talent when he fucking sees it. Leaving talent. He knows somebody
Aye.
that fucking washes her face. Never mind.
I mean, he's still got a dog, but apart from that,
And she's joined us tonight.
Why have a jugging back yourself?
let's know me divine, ladies and gentlemen.
I would find that if I didn't look like this compared to yours.
See if she doesn't put her teeth in, but she doesn't get a good bite of your thigh.
But I charge extra if I take them out. Is that safe? 50
Oh,
quid standing
apart
up?
from me to do a TikTok, Nomi's on the TikTok.
I'm on the TikTok. I've got
TikTok,
400
no.
followers.
I'm technically in the TikTok, but I've got
Nobody wants to see your old
One or
granny
two
on the
videos.
TikTok. I mean, your old auntie. You're the old granny, I'm the...
no.
You're the granny.
I think you'll find that I'm your auntie.
I've got 400 followers on the TikTok.
Specifically your auntie Effie.
400 followers?
Oh, aye.
Well, I've heard it all now.
And do you
She
know
must
who-
have bought them
Do you know who?
up the Amazon.
Well, make sure that when we release the tour dates, that you tell them also that your 400 followers can come and join us on our Scottish tour.
I will. And the Miss Natasha from
Scottish
London
tour?
follows me in the
Right.
comments.
Oh, lovely.
And I know you don't know who that is, but I do. The TikTokers know.
I've not been in a Scottish tour since I was a wee lassie. And remember you couldn't afford holidays in my day. And you used to go to Irvine, Girvan, Saltcoats, Seaton Sands,
Millport.
all the things. We couldn't go to Rothesay because you had to go on a boat, we couldn't afford the boat. And there, there you'd be, sitting in the beach, playing with your wee bucket and spade.
I'm so glad you said bucket and spade there, Jackie.
Your mother's sitting in a deck chair with a duffel coat right up, head square on, flask of soup. And they always go, going into the water, it's good for you. It's a fucking North Sea, it's frozen.
No, do you know what I fucking hate?
And do you know what I had on? Do you remember your sister used to knit at school? They used to knit your
I don't have a
bathing
sister,
costume.
but- oh,
I didn't
aye.
have. You know how nowadays they've all got the ones that says Adidas, Puma, Lacoste. No, my sister knitted it at school and used to go in the water and used to come out in the crutches while we down there.
No,
He would run out like that.
what I hated was after you've been swimming, you need to change, and your mum's like, Mum, can we find somewhere to change? Oh no, we've got the towel, don't worry, just on there.
Aye.
Hold your
But did
towel
you
in
notice
and you're
that-
trying to do this.
Did you notice
Two
that?
things. I won't put the comment up, but you enjoy yourself, Stephanie McAllister. Hope you have a lovely evening.
I want to see the comment. Oh, get that up. People need to know how to do that.
Need to go in now, girls, to shave her skin off.
Oh, aye. You need to write into the chat of the Bella hen. You got £25 for that.
You going to Bash and Bodies? Would you go in that?
Well,
No.
she's been on that. But no, with that.
I'm
face.
going to go on it. The episode only half an hour long.
If it's only, he would only get to here before the embarrassment would
No,
start.
but do you know, find that so funny? Oh, I'm office shy. I kind of got my doctor about this, but they're like, hello!
I've just,
And then they'll ping their brow before you can say, could you take it off?
It's like a wee librarian. I'm too shy to tell my husband and show him my body.
Oh, don't help my
Go to
boot.
doctor.
Aye.
But she like tits right out in front of a TV screen.
another one, which is it's a weird one, and I will admit that I have saw it because, you know, sometimes you need something to watch at 3 o'clock in the morning.
2 girls, 1 cup.
Whose idea was it to make the show Naked Attraction?
There's nothing attractive about the nakedness, can I just say? There's nothing attractive, because I said, go, that's a funny colour, that, isn't it?
No, but I feel like you
Is that many, is the left one many hang? Oh, her curtains are no level. She's need a better tie back for that. But I don't know if it's just
You need to know what you're working with before you date
Oh,
it. though.
can't be having squinty tie backs.
No,
I
I
had
like-
a had an operation for that.
I appreciate it, and I like the sort of the way that, like, okay, yeah, and I appreciate all that. You know, it's nice to know what you're getting before you pay for it. But I'm like, you're on the telly there. It's like, oh, look at a lovely ankles, and someone gets eliminated because of their ankles, and then there's sort of like, work their way up.
Do you know what I'm dying to do? I'm dying to see when they do like the pensioner special. And then you'll see all the pelvic floors that's been laminated and all that. With an
or
old
you'll
little laminator.
They're going to go show the ankles and it'll be your tits.
Aye, and,
But
and
that's why I can't go on Naked Attraction, because there's that ankles. It's going to be belly, tits.
I love the presenter. Have you heard her?
their pal Betty will have shaved them before they come up, but she'll not put her specs on, it'll be all patchy.
No, but see, like in TV, the presenters that you use the technical terms like vagina and all that. She's like, she's got an awful wide beaver.
I've just realised I forgot to do something, ladies. So if you are enjoying yourself and your gyros come in this week and you're feeling a wee bit flush,
Just remember, girls, tips are not
mandatory.
mandatory, but they are essential. Because these two are saving up for a pair of nails between them. And one of them's going to have one horn on, and the other going to have the other, and they'll just be off screen, just with the wee horn with the nail. But
That's
they're
why
saving up.
I've got to dress the pockets I can hide.
Aye. And they're no wanting the ones at the pound shop because they bend and all that. You're not wanting that. You're wanting a good, strong.
I can't do nails
G-mat
if you need to
tooth.
scratch your bits.
Well, you scratch them.
You take your eye out.
You take a wee emery board round the sides first, and then it's no scratch.
No, you
What
got.
bits are you scratching? If by scratching your bits you take your eye out?
I've got an ooty. You have ooties and you have innies. I've got an ooty. And if you go to scratch your ass, you
I
get
don't
yourself
know
a
if
few
you use,
bits.
but I'm getting any tonight.
If you go to scratch your ass, you end up getting yourself a rectal exam.
Well,
No, that is the amazing thing about drag queens. Right, they can fuck themselves give themselves a, what's that word? Oh, it's no colonoscopy. But when the shoot have a swelling, pull up your arse.
Colonoscopy.
Is it colonoscopy?
Aye.
No, colonic irrigation.
Colonic irrigation.
Right, so you can give your...
Well, that's when the wee woman's well trained and you see it coming down the pipe and she goes like that. Oh, pre-decimalisation Malteser. And she knows what's coming out. And you think, I don't want the running commentary here, just get bloody well on
mince
it.
and ties.
Aye. For 1992.
So the benefit of a drag queen is you can piss yourself, have colonic irrigation and an orgasm all at the same time.
An orgasm? I didn't have a quiche
I'll tell you what case me the boat. Viewers, put this in your notepad, get your pen, let your nib, and get this down in your notebook. There's one thing I can't abide, and it's men that dress up as women.
Oh, it's bloody disgusting, isn't
Oh,
it? Who would
no.
find that entertaining? Although, on that note,
Gee the pip.
it doesn't include the one in the middle, but it does include the two at either side. Where is it?
Gee the pip.
There you go. If you would like to book either myself or Nomi, there's the details.
And if you want to book the real talent in the middle, Jackie G on the Facebook.
Oh, you changed it to the Jackie G now. It's no longer just
Jackie's dropped her spot. The pluck was squeezed.
It's a middle-aged thing. It's menopause. Doesn't get turned on.
I'm trying to become... Well, what I want to do is I want to go into children's parties, you see. And with Jackie G's spot, you can't go into that. So
Do you know that?
if you get Jackie G, you can do the kids' parties. But then, as I said to the police the last time I did a child's party, I says, excuse me, officer, if it's a children's party, there shouldn't fucking be a bar.
You've not been to a party in Belsulphur, Wayne.
Well,
But generally, I have had offers to do children's parties. I'm like, I would do that. Turn up as Elsa. We'll still stand out a key, but...
who's got new nails on the top of the
Me?
radiator?
Me, I just remember the bastard hit the bone.
Just as well need to put a radiator on in your house, because it will melt it into it. Try to scrape that off a bit of the pink stuff, that'll not be great.
Oh, I know.
So, reality, we want...
I think we've done
Oh, aye,
that
the
on
lovely
TV.
music trolley.
The
She's
oldest
what,
working drag queen.
155?
The oldest working drag queen in Britain. She's 87,
87.
and she's got a new documentary.
Only
coming
2
out.
months older than Sally Starshine.
She's got a new documentary coming out called Maisie, where it follows her life and her career through the different generations.
I bet they had to go through months of meeting to get that title.
Completely original.
I bet there was a full meeting for that, and then there was another meeting for how many blobs was going to be on tap.
So would you go and see her documentary about her? Because
Of course.
Oh yeah.
She's the UK's oldest working drag queen. She's a legend, an icon, and a star.
But I'm no anti men dressing up as women. I mean,
like, I appreciate it because
each to their own.
she's technically not
Live and let
famous.
live.
She's not technically famous, but it's nice that they're showing a light on her, someone who's entertained
Yes,
the public.
the masses in Brighton and London for so long. Yes.
Someone's in the comments making their own jokes. So there you go.
Don't you touch my handbag.
Who is this person?
It's a
Um,
drag queen. A drag
No.
gender illusionist, non-binary human being.
No.
Really?
It's a wee boy in a dress with Falkirk.
Oh Christ!
As I
Falkirk.
said yesterday, my life.
Falkirk's nearly as bad as Greenock. Somebody says to me, "Where's
She was
Greenock?"
Thursday. She missed the day with a hangover.
Touching
I
my
say, I'm talking. I says Greenock. I says, see if Glasgow ever takes hemorrhoids, that's where they'll come out. Greenock.
a child better not touch my handbag. Touching a woman's handbag is like touching a vagina, but you can only fit so much in a handbag.
That's very true, to be fair. And you're awful protective about your vagina.
No, she's no.
I've seen her with a handbag.
No, I've seen her.
She'd take your face right clean off you.
For the handbag. No,
With a
for the
handbag, well, no. Oh no, I've seen
Just
it.
a Vagina National Trust. You can go a wee walk up it if you want.
Well, Starly Starshine was supposed to be here the night, but she couldn't really make it because she was in London at the National Museum being carbon dated.
So we've got the
She's
next
not
oldest
quite here the
working.
night, but she's here in spirit. She's here in spirit.
So we've got the next.
Don't
oldest
say that.
working
She's a
drag queen.
Beecham.
Is she?
Oh, aye.
I'd say she's made a small myself, but never mind.
Right, which is great for and all that, and doesn't really affect her as much. Apart from just before you started the rehearsals and Sally's out here doing her Gregorian chants warming up, and as you come through the curtain, she goes, "Not now, I'm busy," and you're like,
She told me I was going to be an auntie before I knew about it.
Did she?
Oh, aye.
Aye.
And you never told me about
And
the
that-
bastard new one.
"Aye."
Biologically, no, can't happen.
I can be an auntie.
I never told her about a surprise.
Aye. I'm going to be an auntie for the third time.
A man said they were going to surprise me. That's not fucking happened either.
They'll be more in for a surprise if they see you naked than you will with them.
So Maisie Charlotte. So where can we see Maisie Charlotte's documentary?
Aye, where can we see it? But you don't know, do you? Because you've not actually researched it. You've just come up with, we'll talk about that, but you've not actually delved into where we're going with that.
If you go on her Twitter, at Miss Maisie
Because
Charlotte,
Maisie Charlotte, she's on Twitter at
She is.
87. Is she bugging at somebody that's running it?
right, well, maybe somebody that's running it.
Maisie Charlotte's
Right.
Twitter is the same as Sally's Twitter. It's no help that's doing it. It's why
I can
not.
hardly work my remote
Right,
control.
it might not be hard, but do you know how I found her Twitter today? Miss Peachy's made a status and Maisie Charlotte commented on it.
Well,
And I went on it, but she's got a Twitter, maybe run by someone or it could be run by herself.
right, so we're all finished with drinks. So who is going to be the person to go down those stairs and refresh the drinks? Is it going to need to be me?
I think I've done enough.
Never mind the exercise. Which is the glamour when she's drawn.
Oh, I love the Lindsay Smith picture there on your
Never you
phone.
mind telling people what's on my phone. Look
Right,
at
well,
that.
she's left it open.
I'll be honest.
45 and negatively.
Do you know what's funny about that? She's well past 45, that's the
I
funny
know.
joke.
I have no thought about this.
But on the discussion of Maisie Charlotte, well, we're waiting on Jackie getting her liked refreshments.
A wee sherry.
A small abatement.
A small
Would you
abatement
keep on
on it.
performing in your elder age? Would you want to keep on doing this the thing we call show business into your 87?
A girl's got it. I might as well do the next 5 years. It's fine.
5 years? Shut up. You've got 6 months if you're lucky.
Like, I mentioned it once or twice, but I want to
And see if the people can see what I can see. Because your dress is ridden up.
No, they can't. It's all right. We're here.
I would like to perform to a drop. I would like
The
to.
garden's hanging out, darling.
I'd like to be
I noticed
Glasgow's
myself.
oldest working drag queen. So Jackie's made it
You-
hard getting to 72, but I'll get there.
That's cool. That means that you want Sally to leave us.
No, she could die at 102. I've been.
But you'll still not be the oldest working. Sally, no, wait a minute. Sally and me have to give it up before you become the oldest working.
Well.
Oh, that's enough for awkward.
I will keep-
Oh my god!
Oh, in the name.
The name of me band.
Mary Joseph and the wee donkey took him to Bethlehem.
Oh, there she's been watching that thing again.
No.
I will be performing to the day I drop, hopefully.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. I'll see you next Tuesday. She can't remember whose cup's which now.
What I'm doing is I'm looking for the cheap lipstick round the rim, you see?
I hate
So,
to get to the
so you'll
minute.
find your cup.
Aye, got it. I've got the lovely bourgeois on my lips.
So when we're talking about Miss Maisie Charlotte, who's maybe not famous, do you think it's, do you as the public, we all agree that you should support your local queens because they're just as much talent, they could be more talented, more entertaining, more inspirational than celebrity drag performers.
Except the Vesta girls.
Any press is good press, right?
No, it's alright. Jackie G's called us shite, which means everyone else will start talking to us now. Like,
There's got to be some good in that.
Are you all going to make sure that you support local drag when you go back out in the public and you're allowed back in the bars?
The straights always say that, and they don't.
um,
So just enjoy to pull the picture.
no, on the subject of support local queens, I'll be asking people to support local queens, no matter who those queens are and what scene they are. I was saying support local queens, i.e., support me and my pals, but we're not going to go support anyone else.
I think. Excuse me.
And
Thank you,
yeah,
very
that
glad.
was me getting a wee dig in there.
I think you should. Obviously, if a queen's turned out to be a weirdo or a wrong person, which has happened during the lockdown, I think you should support all queens, go to all different venues, all different bars, all different self-produced shows. Try it once and see if it's not your thing. You tried. Look, but try it. Like, we work as well.
Aye, right.
We're all
Nice
ladies,
to
but we support each other.
Uh-huh.
We've been to Jackie's shows. She's never been to ours, but we're not talking about it.
I had to fucking watch it on a Monday night. That was enough.
It was a Thursday, but never mind.
Was that Thursday?
It was a Thursday.
Could have been any night of the week that we're all shite on.
But I think you should support all drag. Give it a try
Aye.
once.
I know,
Because it's not
I'll
all
be
for
honest,
everyone. Every queen's different.
The part of me in there was you see an awful lot of this. Support your local queens.
Is to support our show.
But it's always about support my show because it always, not always, a lot of the comments on support your local queens that I have saw that have came from performers are performers that I have never saw at a show.
But do you know,
Any show.
Figure one more time.
do you know, I know it's like me and Effie go to a lot of other performer shows, but in general, I don't see many other performers go to other people's shows. No, it might not be.
It's the same in the singing world.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're trying your best, Dan, but a wee bit more training. Even in the singing world, they always kind of support each other because they're always working. So they support each other when they can. So you can't always go when you're a performer.
No, to be fair, Emma has been wonderful
And that
through
is an
lockdown.
excuse that I will use to never come and see you again. Very, very busy. Diary is packed out.
No, look,
You
that's
couldn't get an
not a
envelope
problem.
in my
I
diary.
don't I understand people are busy and all that, but I noticed that like the last couple of years when you'd have an awful lot of people be like support local queens and all that, and you're like, you don't actually mean support local queens. What you mean is come and support my show, because I've never saw you go to any show, and I mean over the space of 5 years, I have never saw these people at another show.
We can say, hands down, before lockdown, we had 3 different residencies and not a single, other than Miss Diana Monte, who turned up to them. I have not seen
Love
another.
the last of that.
I have not seen another single drag performer turn up to our show on purpose.
Do you know why Diana Monte thought you were?
Oh no!
Because you
Someone
could only
else.
see it one eye.
Someone else did turn up to our show on
Consider.
purpose. However, that person turned up to our show on purpose because they got wind at the fact that a bar owner was coming in to see us to offer us a job.
See if
And
you're
all
not
of a
going to
sudden-
grass the people in,
and-
tell a story.
And no, so all of a sudden come in and start doing the karaoke, chased them out when they went for a fad.
Done an elevator
A
pitch.
cigarette.
I'm like, to do the elevator pitch. Unfortunately, did the elevator pitch 10 minutes after I had just agreed for us to go and do the job for them.
But also, in the world of social media we live in today, support could be sharing a poster, liking a comment, sharing an event. Mm-hmm. If you can't physically go to the show, or someone's got a show, I'll share the reposter for the show on my Facebook.
My God, I'm bloody beautiful. Right?
I understand that came out a little more bitter than I intended. Again, it wasn't even a bitterness thing, but it's just when you sort of notice, and it's going to start.
I am saying nothing, but I am thinking.
When shows start again, it's going to start, and everyone's going to be like, hashtag support local drag. Yes, you should, but be clear about what you're actually saying. Are you saying support local drag?
If there's any viewers that's just tuned in, I've not been to a funeral. I'm just classy this evening.
Right, okay, right, to be fair, and I know that you have your own personal issues and opinions with a lot of people. How many? No,
You know what?
how many drag performers from the Greater Glasgow area have you seen on a Sunday night come into Speakeasy?
I'll tell you who's never been there. The Vesta Girls.
Oh,
That is a bullshit
That's a
lie. That is a bullshit lie. Yes, we
No, they
preferred going to see Rebit Planet, but we still popped in and saw you
Yes,
eventually.
you did. And you still haven't seen my show because I keep that tight-lipped.
But,
The books it.
we've said that for a while.
The lovely Catherine Gorman's watching, and she has booked me for Her Venue at least 4 times. I think they'll call that a return booking.
But you have been gone about since the 90s.
And,
so
I'll,
that could have been a while
and
ago.
I'll tell you what they do. See when I'm up there, they write my name outside in 4 different colours of chalk.
Chop.
That's amazing. They do that for Dorothy Paul too.
4 different colours of chalk.
You could follow Dorothy Paul and retire.
Multiple times.
Oh.
I know. I do want to see your actual show because
We'd like to know what the fuck she does, to be honest.
because all and this is gonna sound wrong. All I've ever saw you do is stand at a DJ booth and go, "You're a cunt. I hate footwear, foot's clothing," and you're very good at it.
I have
And I do-
never called anybody.
I do remember in my
Excellent.
younger days when I started out, when I'd only just turned.
Younger, get that.
When I'd only just turned 18, I do remember you being the door whore at Polo.
Oh, yeah, we were trialing that, but it wasn't me standing in a pissing rain and people being feared to talk to people.
But to be fair, since then, there's never been another door hole at Polo, and I'm not saying it's anything to do with you, Jack.
Well, exactly, because we decided that it wasn't a building and it wasn't a nightclub that warranted a door here.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing, because people are feared to talk to you in case they I need to wash my words here. In case
the bouncers think they're too pissed to get in.
Yes.
Because everyone at one point has been in the Polo queue going, act sober.
And I will tell you something. See
And
that lawn man? She ruins that place.
I like one.
Ruins that. I'm only saying that because it's a running gag, because somebody wrote that in the TripAdvisor.
Oh, did they?
Lauren ruins this place, and I have said it for the entire Norris. Every time I see it, I'm like, see you ruin that place.
No, see, I like one.
Oh, she cackles and laughs.
There is one of the bouncers that works at Polo and other T1 venues that I don't have much time for, but I won't mention names because they're an ongoing police investigation.
I must say,
I don't get involved with police and people that think with the police.
I have worked for Polo.
I've
people that think
St. Polo Club in Denison with the right man name and 4 different colours of
joke!
I've worked for Polo, I've worked in Polo private events. I have always
I
found
hope nobody had earphones in there.
I've always found Polo more snobbish and picky of who they let in.
Well,
I've always found
have you seen AXM?
They let him in.
Oh, they let him in as long as I'm nut suit.
But I've always found
I'm trying to see what this says because I couldn't read it there.
I've always found
excuse me, I will read this out.
Right, read it loud.
The issue we have is often the shows are too late due to work. But we try to go and see, she's put a punctuation in the right place, but we try to go and see all the groups. And then the support we find entertaining. Also during lockdown, we have not been encouraged with their attitudes. Oh, sorry.
Enamoured with their attitude.
Oh, enamoured. Sorry, I have a thing with eye here. We have tried to support everyone we can in a small way. So on the back of that, who you know enamoured with?
Because I would ask,
Let's take the crotch. Sorry.
We're buffing.
Oh, we're buffing.
We're back.
Chiting like a bastard.
Look at that out of here.
No, I appreciate people have lives and that's not what I'm sort of saying. But it's when people can.
What are you saying?
So there's you were every Sunday night for 20 years.
Donkey years.
Right.
Donkey years.
How many times have made it in there? Okay, they're all spending a Sunday night. But funny that if someone else was doing a Sunday night, suddenly they're always off on a Sunday to go see that. It's we sort of things like that.
Listen, to be fair, I don't need anybody in the business to come and see me.
I'm not saying you do. I just think it's
need the punters, the people to come and see it. If you like my brand, if you like my vitriol and my vileness and what I project, you just need to learn that it's no real life. It's only a joke.
I'm going to have to pop back in a couple of minutes.
Oh, are you running to the water closet,
I'm running to the water closet, dear.
I say running, but I need
run. We can say she's never ran in her life. The tenor ladies ran out.
The last time she ran, it all come away. Could you do me a favour and tie this in a bow?
In a bow?
In a bow. No, a wee bit tighter than that, darling.
Oh, for fuck.
I forgot you can't tie in the bells hill. Right, I didn't say circulation. Right, go now.
Sorry, I just touched your tip.
It's alright, it's the right place. I've seen your law hazards. Right.
Oh no, she's had two veins.
Oh, has she?
I mean,
she'll be in an office straight.
Oh, aye.
Oh, she'll be in an office. I've just rubbed as if I'm pregnant. I know that it's flat, you just can't see it.
Nady's going to impregnate her, so don't worry.
Oh no. Men?
Oh, we got more comments.
And I'll tell you, see where I work? If you want anything done or lift it, you need to find 2 big men in a wheelbarrow to get anything done. But see, in the whole shop, you couldn't even make a pot of soup out the men in my shop.
When I work in a factory, I'm like the fucking rag trade, like, everybody out!
There's no glamour. You try and bring the glamour and you can't get the glamour. And I'll tell you what's the worst. See when you're building that flatbed trolley and it goes up your ankle. Oh, I've skint me in an ankle. Right, wait, we'll see what people are saying. Hold on.
No, Joe, I hate, see when you're in at work,
What do you hate?
when you've got team leaders who've got no leadership skills or people skills, and managers who don't lift a bastard and finger.
Right, Francis has said something that we really need to say. Yes, look,
Yes.
to be fair,
Yeah.
Emma's been supporting you through lockdown, and yes.
It's not aimed at Emma.
No, I don't think she means that.
Uh-huh.
Who is Francis? Do we know Francis?
Emma's boyfriend.
Oh, he's even got a woman's name. I bet he's got too. Yes, Emma has, and Emma supports every performer. Well, the performers she likes, because I go into other people's lives, and there she is, our Emma, clicking away, and see what she's well known because she says funny things, she says informative things.
Yes.
She doesn't say cunt.
She's very helpful in
Yes.
our wee life. She'll ask you
And
questions
yes.
when it's gone dry, and she'll keep on topic.
And sometimes
And she always donates when she can as well.
yes. And sometimes I can't say things if I know Emma's watching, because I know that she'll have seen the other live and what I'm telling is a lie. But yes, Emma is very, very good.
I think what we're more talking about is the Twitter social justice warriors, which are
It's not even Twitter, it's what they say behind your back. And really, I couldn't give a tinker's fat.
no, I couldn't care really because we've never
They
been.
don't put the money in my table, they don't put the food in my table, because all the food doesn't go in my table, it goes inside.
Aye, but it's one of the things was like, oh, we hate RuPaul and all that, but you'll have viewing parties, and your best pals will go in it.
Right.
Or support local drag. You should support local drag over Drag Race girls.
Wait a minute. Emma's wrote War and Peace. God, brace
fuck that.
yourself.
Oh no, we've had that one. No. Aye,
No.
we've had that one. Because you said she put
No.
the punctuation in the wrong bit.
Oh,
We've had that one, Jackie.
had that one.
Bye, driver.
There we
But
go.
we do appreciate Emma and Francis that are always very
Yes.
helpful.
Aye. Do we find out who she's not enamoured with?
And
No.
Francis.
Put a wee comment and we put
You
that
know
up.
who he is.
Oh, there's more comments.
That's just appeared. Click it. Jackie Doggies, hello. Now that person's eye creeping about that place that I work. Thinks I don't see them, but I don't know if they know who I am.
Oh.
Or is it one of them that they know both sides of you, but they've not
No.
made the connection?
No, they only know one side. Well, I don't think they know the other side.
Right, okay.
Do they only know this
Because
side
I'm
of what you
very
look like in the
plain when I'm
morning?
in my work. But
Oh,
then
so I thought you meant they went to Jackie's work, so they go to...
no, they go to Jackie's work as well. That's how they know me.
Aye, that's what. So they
But
know
I don't think
they
they
know
know me
Jack,
in the
and they
other place.
keep turning
They
up at your
saw you in
fight.
danger.
Hustle.
They creep about the range, and they think I don't see them putting things in their message bag that they don't fucking pay for. Oh, they see me, but they wouldn't even say hello, dirty bastards.
I don't know whether I would. Well, up until recently, I don't know whether I would have said hello to you if I was in your day job.
You wouldn't have needed to, because I'd have shouted right out of the channel, watch this bastard. It's nothing but a no good
Well,
person.
think about it. That guy you love with the four eyes.
Before I fruit.
Don't talk to me about that four-eyed fruit. He's in that house, and all night he's like, when you get out? What time you get out? Where you going to be dead? Where you going? Where you going? I says, I'm just going out, right? I'm going to my career. I'm going out. Shut up. Don't ask me any more questions.
remember?
And do you know what he says? He says, will you be playing that music for much longer? I says, see if you don't like Brenda Corcoran. That's none of my business. I says, get back in that room where you fucking belong.
You know our drag queen called Brenda Cochran, but that's a different question.
Back, throw right.
But
Brenda Corcoran
Is
is
not a drag queen.
not a drag queen.
No,
She's
but I
a
know one called
Scottish
Brenda
singing icon.
Thank you very much. She won.
Cochran, the
She-
drag queen.
No, she won Opportunity Knocks in 19 Canteen. Bob Monkhouse says Opportunity Knocks. And by the way, I'll tell you this. Here's a wee bit of thing for you. A wee bit of thing with you. She was the highest. The people that phoned in, she held the highest ever recorded live vote until
Michelle
Michelle
McMahon.
McMahon Pop
Is it
Idol.
Michelle McMahon?
Actually,
That's what
So
happens
it's a
when you put a
well-known
vote
fact,
in and it's someone Scottish on. Because it doesn't matter whether they like them, no. I'm going to be the Scottish bird win.
Well, remember Big Brother going back to that? There was always a Scottish one on it. Be
there was an asshole.
it would never be the one you want to represent Scotland.
What was that man? And he owned, well, he used to own that. Qua.
Oh,
What was
David
him?
Parney.
No, I went to school with his sister. She was a cunt and all. Matoni.
Was Victoria Wood on Opportunity Knocks?
Aye.
No, she was in New Faces. That
New
was before
Faces.
Opportunity Knocks
Right.
because she's a bit older.
Right.
She did know.
Matoni.
Oh, Tony.
That was the man and your big brother. And he always lost the tasks. And they always fucking kept him in for some reason. I don't know why.
Because the whole of Scotland was fucking voting for him.
I'm not going to lie. I don't like Gemma Collins because she's no talented and she's claiming one effort, but she's quite iconic.
Jane
with
who?
Gemma McDonald.
Gemma Collins.
Gemma
Oh,
Collins.
don't even
But-
start.
If there's a
naming her.
reality show, that bitch has been on it.
But she was quite funny on Big Brother.
No. No.
But talking about Brenda Cochrane,
See,
I can
people-
remember Brenda Cochrane appearing as the evil queen in the Airgated Fan show.
I was there and she actually said hello to me.
Right.
Well, no, me that fluoride through it. I was there.
I'll tell you better than that. The picture on the poster and the woman on the stage were not the same person.
Can I just say she might watch this, so watch what you're
They're
saying.
at least 30 years apart.
Does that not remember when we went to see Sticky Vicky or Vicky Star? The poster was Airbrush to Hell. She was 20 in the picture and about 55 when we met her. Oh, you can shut up now.
Oh,
You're calling Barbara Cochrane.
I'm not. Auntie Ginger's phoning me. One moment, my bonny bears. I'll
Please
just
answer that and say we are live at our career. So you decided no
Is
we're
Ben
live.
is Brenda Cochrane sings I Know Him So Well?
Hello, Auntie Ginger. One moment
That's-
while I come off the screen from Not Straight Talk and go to a private room to talk to you.
Right, so who's Brenda Cochrane?
Can I just say, Jamie Dorrans is a well capitalist woman.
Oh no. Oh, she has now. She's left.
What was I saying there?
Right, who's Brenda Cochrane?
Brenda Cochrane is.
I know the name, and so I do know her.
Brenda Cochrane is. She comes from a decent, marvelous singer.
Was she on The Voice?
No, that was Barbara Bryceland.
Right.
Brenda Cochrane doesn't have lungs. She has a compressor.
Right.
And oh, how can I buffered there?
We're back. We're back.
She does the cruise ships, and she does a cruise ship, right?
Mhm.
And then when she finishes or she starts, Jane McDonald comes on the other side and finishes or starts. So it's such a the year before, I think it was the year before, and she was rehearsing on a ship,
Uh-huh.
and a stagehand hit the wrong button, and the stage opened,
Oh, yeah.
and the drum kit fell, and so did she. She fell on the drum kit, and she hasn't
And she
sung
did that
since.
to a Scottish legend.
She hasn't sung since, and it's going to be horrendous if we don't. I'm being serious now. If we don't hear her singing again, because it's not.
She is marvellous.
She is
I don't know who she is now.
Do you know who she is now?
Yes, she is marvellous.
Yes, she's. It would be horrendous if we never heard her singing again. But I think she will pick herself up. She will dust herself
She's
off,
of that
and she
generation.
will get right back in there. And I think
No,
she will.
No saying that she's
think
old,
she
but
will.
she's that generation. Like, I love what I do,
Yep.
and I'm a
She will,
showbiz survivor.
she will pick herself up.
And
She
she'll
will
dust
do what
herself
she has
off.
to do, and she will be back, and we will be there. I don't know how she's toured with loads of people. She has done Panto. She was in the Pavilion, and she was with Joe Longthorne.
Oh, was she on stage then?
Yeah, she was with Joe Longthorne. She was a very good friend of Joe Longthorne's actually, and yep, she's done lots of things. She's done her own one-woman show
Oh, lovely. I would like to see that.
just for Joe. It's about her father, and it's about her career and how much her father was in her life and was a person
Mm-hmm.
that was influencing her life. Yep, that was a fantastic show. It started in the Edinburgh Fringe.
Oh.
Yep, and then it was picked up again, and
I think you would be great at a Fringe show.
But yeah, she did that, and I'll tell you,
And I'll tell you this.
and I'll tell you no more. RPM Arts produced the one woman show,
Mm-hmm.
and RPM Arts is the production company of the husband of Elaine C. Smith. And Elaine C. Smith co-produced the show and co-wrote the show with her. So there
Now-
you go. There's a wee bit of thing that you didn't know.
We were talking about that last time we met. There's a few Scottish icons and legends that deserve a lot more accolation
Yes, we were
from the
talking about this
Scottish
the
and
other night,
Brit-
remember?
and Scottish and British public.
Yeah.
And I think Elaine C. Smith should be on that book as well.
Yeah. But I think
She's
more
should be at the top.
adulation than she actually gets.
She should be getting a Scottish BAFTA. She should be getting a
Yeah.
comedy award. She should be getting.
She should be getting the BAFTA. She should be getting the BAFTA, the Scottish BAFTA, and it should be
We're back. Well, hello. So we were joined by our co-star. Technical difficulties there. It is a very old building.
I'll tell you what happened. My coil interfered with the things.
Yes. She's a lady of a certain age.
No, you're no back.
No, we are.
You're not connected to the Wi-Fi.
We're back and we're live because
Right,
I can
okay.
see it on my phone.
Yeah.
Up you come.
I'm coming. I'm just.
So
She was in a very important call apparently,
a business meeting.
but she's off now.
Before we were
She's off now.
sadly interrupted with the technology, we were talking about Scottish icons and legends who deserve more accolation, and we agreed
Yes.
that Dorothy Paul should be at the top of the list for a Scottish BAFTA.
She needs a lifetime or a legacy or whatever they call it.
And if anyone has watched Netflix, where Walter Mercado, a very famous Portuguese astrologer, got a art gallery exhibition.
Exhibition. Easy for you to say.
What's it called?
Exhibition.
Exhibition of his life and career. That I think that would go down
You got a
well.
breath climbing the stairs.
a wee bit.
But,
She's wheezing away.
and I
Yeah.
was
A
gonna
wee
s-
bit.
And I was going to say that
A wee bit, but I
Elaine
just got some very good news. That's.
C. Smith might get it first just because she's more TV famous than Elaine C. Smith than Dorothy Paul was.
Really?
Elaine C. Smith is more TV famous.
Is she?
Aye.
She's one of Scotland's most
I
classic
disagree.
sitcoms, and she's in a new one, and she's
No,
done.
but I would say in terms of nowadays.
Nowadays.
Now that there's no
Uh-huh.
5
Yes,
o'clock
nowadays.
gang and all that.
Yes,
I
never
think
She was still big in her day.
I am
She
not
was
saying
big
she
in Mary
wasn't.
Hill and O, but she was big everywhere else.
No, I agree that Dorothy Paul
I-
done a lot of TV things as well.
Yeah. And I'll tell you who's an avid fan of Dorothy Paul and knows every line just the same as me, Catherine Gorman.
Oh, lovely.
If
So
you
what you're
met
saying-
Catherine Gorman in the flesh,
I feel like I recognise the name. I don't think I met her in the
she's
flesh.
off a common right now. She
Well, not the circles I'd be associating with. Bullshit.
Well, that
yes.
would be a I'm coming as well.
She we used to sit at night suit and trade lines. I knew Melon Hobbit, that was nice. I was
How are we still not telling difficulties because we are definitely not connected into that Wi-Fi.
Well, we're still live, look, because that's live. So we must be connected to something.
Well, if technical difficulties in that case are not
Maybe they're
my fault.
connected to my coil, who knows?
Maybe we're connected.
Maybe I should be charging rent.
Maybe we're connected to the building's internet.
No, that's fine, but that's I'm saying. Like those technical difficulties, wouldn't you would still have them.
And we were talking about this earlier. Someone else who from Scotland who deserves more recognition should be the singing kettle.
Yes.
Yes. And I think they got...
Uh,
See, when people don't see you on the telly,
uh-huh.
and they don't physically see you on the telly, they think you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
You're technically dead. If they don't see you, they don't think about you. But Lacey Smith, we're seeing her in Two Doors Down. We're seeing her in her... She had
Bird's
her
Eye
own
View.
Bird's Eye View, and we've seen her in her own special Hogmanay. Was it Hogmanay or was it just before? I think it was 28th, 29th.
She's done a
I
sketch
know.
for the BBC Scotland as well.
I know that at Bird's Eye View, while they're filming Bird's Eye View, part of the Bird's Eye View show is filming the Hogmanay countdown that all gets put
yes.
together.
So yes, I think that, yeah. See, we are live. I knew we were live.
So we've got
No, I'm just saying if that
We're
was the
live.
issue.
Oh, hold on. Catherine Gorman. I think what she's tried to say in a rush to type was, I'm no Corbyn, but she's just proved that she is.
I'm coming.
Here you am, I, common, LOL.
You might have noticed she's holding Grace. Nothing else.
And I'm just gonna read that, so I get you.
Jackie, Dorothy Paul has retired more times than average hot dinners.
I think that's a lie. And I think we can all see that that's a lie. Because you've had more hot dinners than anybody's had fucking adulation.
Right. No, but now you will have noticed this, being the avid fan of Dorothy Paul that you are.
Quite a connoisseur.
She keeps retiring, and then for one night only, a little special event.
And by God, she's bloody well good at them.
I know.
She's a fabulous Scottish comedian, singer.
She can only make it
and
through the first half of
entertainer.
a show, but never mind.
No, not of her own show. When she goes and watches her panto, she only made it through the first act because the building's freezing cold and she's a lady of a certain age.
Oh, is she kind of day cold? No,
A
she's
joint.
kind of day cold.
It's the same with
do
the
you know-
Crankies.
Do you know what I love about Dorothy Paul? See the minute I tuned in on a rainy, cold winter's night
In
at 5
Easterhouse.
o'clock to the hour. And there she was, telling us how to make mince and totties with a dough ball. I thought, could life hold more? There she is, showing us how to make mince and tatties. And do you know what else I loved? She's one of them that'll day merchant. So she just kind of slung the flour in the bowl and a wee bit of butter and just mixed it quick with the water. And she went, that'll day.
That's what I do when I'm cooking.
Because she knew that nobody was going to really eat it. But that'll day. But I think she does that a lot. I think that's who she is. I think she's a that'll day merchant. And I quite like that. I'm not a that'll day merchant because I bleach my towels. But
My first experience with Dorothy Paul was going to HMV back in the day.
HMV, remember HMV? We creaked about. Do you know what I couldn't understand? They wrote the names backward and it always thing with me.
I know.
It was
But
like John Elton.
But I bought the Dorothy
See,
Paul
trying to decipher that.
live at the Pavilion.
Live at the... Well, yes. Is
That's
that
the
when
first-
you discovered that?
That's when I discovered Dorothy Paul.
Right, I'll tell you when I discovered Dorothy Paul. I remember in my room, it must have been on at Hogmanay, and I was ready. My mum and dad were getting ready. They were going out. And we always went up to my gran's for the bells.
Aye.
And then they disappeared whenever they was gone, and I stayed with my gran. And I remember sitting right next to the radiator, watching the telly, and I can remember it vividly. And I thought, I need to not forget this. And I never ever did. And that was the first time.
We're very aware. I gave
That was the first time. But I'll tell you, subsequently from that,
Oh, that's a big word for you.
I found it in the library, the videos in the library. And I used to get them at the library, and I used to watch them, and then I would take them back and then just get them straight back out
Aye.
again. And it was a great, and that's how
Did you know?
The Mummy Returns.
I did it with cultural things.
Aye.
You know? She did it with fucking
Well,
movie.
now that we're onto this topic, I think it's a good topic. What things sparked your love of entertainment? Is it something you saw, something you read,
That-
a show you seen?
that
Aye.
Dorothy Paul started it. She started it, and the Steamy.
Mm-hmm.
The Steamy started it as well. And it's not you get older and you understand what's happening in the Steamy. But what I will say is, from my mum died and my gran died, if the Steamy, if I hadn't been introduced to the Steamy and could watch that and could relate, I don't know I'd be sitting here.
My,
Well,
And I mean, no, in this lovely hair. I mean, in this
At
planet.
all, aye.
In this planet. Because it took away, I could put it on and everything else didn't matter.
perfect escapism for you.
It was just an escape.
The
and it
thing
happened.
for me that sparked my love for entertainment is my auntie worked as a train conductoress. And a lot of the times back in the day, I used to get free DVDs and CDs in the paper. And she would collect them all for me.
Yes, remember
And at the
that?
end of the week, she would bring them all to me, and it was things like Rhapsody Nisbet and stuff. And the one she brought to me that sparked my love for entertainment was Billy Connolly and Audience With. And he walked out.
You're right, Hen.
He walked out in his
I
multicultural,
think so.
in his funky top, and I laughed start to finish. And at the age of 7 or 8 that I was, I didn't understand the joke.
You didn't get
But I
them,
laughed.
but you knew that was funny.
I knew it was funny. I knew the audience, how they interacted to it, and that man stood on stage and made all those people laugh. And I'm like, I want to do that.
I think my course is too tight.
It was Billy Connolly for me that sparked my love for entertainment. I wanted whatever he done that made them laugh. I wanted to do.
Mine's as Panto. Mine, like, point blank, is Panto. I wasn't a wee boy that said I want to be a drag queen. I was a wee boy that wanted to be a Panto
She's done a
Dame.
panto, you know. She's done a thing in panto. And did she know win something?
She's quite
one time?
acclaimed when it comes to pantos.
Did she win something one time? Because she's never mentioned
She's
it.
one of Scotland's finest panto dames. 2016
I'm glad
in
it was
Scotland.
segued into that there. Carry on.
But I remember I want to be a Panto Dame. I want to be a drag queen. I want to be a Panto Dame. To the point where at 4 years old, this story was told.
Fucking drag queen.
This story was told for years.
Hush, Mac up.
Aye.
Jackie, I'm the only drag queen that's gave you what over the last 16 months?
16 months?
14 months.
You've had it about older than that.
I always had a wee bit on though.
It's the girl with a little bit extra.
This story of me being 4 years old, and obviously there's a joke about, and they mention local places, and me at 4 years old going head to head with Dean Park as Panto Dame,
Dean Park, his album and all.
I've worked with him.
Great
and
album.
telling them not to make jokes about the little village that I came from.
What was that again?
The little village that I came from.
Mabel? No.
We're not telling people. I don't want stalked.
Well, she's for Easterhouse.
I am bloody well not.
The street hour.
I'm for the Milison.
Your love was
Fully
seen.
posh.
You fell in love with Panto and entertainment through seeing Dean Park and interacting with other Panto.
I don't know why we'll say Dean Park.
Seen the Pat Made and seen
But it
how
would be
she
Dean Park.
controlled the
It
show.
was a bit like sort of Dean Park, and then watching the Steamy, which I really wish we could tell you, but we do have news regarding the Steamy that you'll find out later on.
And Effie and Jackie's right. Pissed off.
Jackie's raging.
I am saying nothing, but I am thinking. Let's see. Now I'll tell you something else for nothing.
I need
Anyway,
time
I
for
was
it.
going to say.
I didn't pay for it. However, if you do want to pay for it, you can pop a wee donation just in there.
And
Not
she'll get a
essential,
share.
but they are mandatory. Put it right that. What were you saying about the Panto? So the Panto. So Alicia Smith, Dame, Panto, love it. Been to them all, love them. Carry on, keep them coming. I know she's old, but
Just going to stop picking the same title as me because I have to keep changing
she'll
mine.
get all the hairbalness and
No.
she'll be marvellous. Wait a minute.
I'll let you finish.
So, one Panto, the year before my mum, 2 years before my mum died, it was Babes in the Wood, right?
Because that was years ago, because Baby was done in Scotland
Very
about
English.
30 years.
So, Babes in the Wood, and it was Lacey Smith and an actor who, his name escapes me, but it's going to come back.
Gerard Kelly.
No.
Andy Stewart.
He's in River City as we speak.
Wee Bob.
No, it's
an
before
age.
that time.
He is the lesbian Polis's dad.
Johnny Beatty.
No,
No, he's out. Never City now. He's dead.
he's dead.
I but no back then.
Jimmy Chisholm. Jimmy Chisholm is the name. And he came out and he was
Fuck, we've both got pens.
Squire Grimble. But it was a running joke. When we went to see it, he would like tussle up his hair and like backcomb it into like shapes. And then in the second act, he would come out and nobody had seen it and he'd go, Squire Grimble here. But his hair was all mental. But apparently it was a running joke. Every night he would do something different to make the cast laugh, right? So it was in the evening times. So me and my mum, she reads this, she says, see that panto we went to go the other night? This is what's happening. 5 times we went that year. 5 times. And by the way, the one they kept on every night you go out, Squire Grimble here, it'd be up to the side, it'd be up to that side, it'd be in the middle, it'd be hooked to it, it'd be it'd be thing me back. And every time, every cast member would be like, there'd be silence for seconds because they couldn't get the line out because they couldn't do it. But I did it 5 times.
So that's
I never paid the tickets right
when
now.
you talk about Lacey
But the
Smith.
bastard card got hammered that year, but don't tell
When you
me
talk
that.
about Lacey Smith, was it the Kings win it?
Oh yes, it was the
So
king.
every year, my grandmother, who's the Catholic one, the posh one, the Hyacinth with the K one, she's not got a lobby, she's got a hallway.
Oh, aye, because when you come in the hallway, you dip yourself in the water.
So she would, her and her
Fire it
chapel
over yourself.
would take us to a panto each year, and Lacey Smith was the
burns
first.
me.
I'm just surprised.
Lacey Smith was the first ever dame that I saw, and I remember it. I don't know what panto it was, but she
And there's
done,
never a dame lived up to it.
and she was doing girl Diamond and Girl's best friends. And she
That's-
stood on the stage, and the gloves got pulled out for miles and miles and miles.
Yep.
And I remember seeing them like, I want to do that. That's fabulous. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know she was a woman, man, gender non-binary. I didn't give a fuck.
You
That
didn't know she
fabulous.
was man, woman, or beast.
But talking about pantos, one, when you talk about that changing the line each week to make the cast laugh, I was in a panto at Motherwell Civic that ran for 95 shows, 3 shows a day, and I didn't get paid enough for it, and we were bored out of tits. We
So
played,
was the audience, but that's another story
we
altogether.
played a game with a girl dancer, you had a Kirby. And the,
Well, past the Kirby.
yes,
Kirby now?
you would do a scene, and you had to keep on passing the Kirby. And whoever had at the end of the scene had
That's
to
a
do something,
hairdrip
either
for
drop
people
to the
that fall.
floor, pretend to be dead, or make a sound. That's the kind of shit we would do to entertain ourselves.
I just saw that comment from Giza Gobble. I'm just wondering.
She spelt it wrong, but we'll not mention that,
No,
right?
that. Ashley loves the Steamy. If the first choice is no longer available with the new dates, could we make what about Giza for the fourth role?
You're just doing that to wind up.
I don't.
As much as I love Giza and I think she's an extremely talented queen, I think if we can't get the first one, Jackie would fit the role perfectly.
That's who she is.
Who?
Jacqueline Demure. She's
Demure. Have you ever seen her being demure, man?
No, but you know what? She gives me like wee sort of shitty comments. I'm like, I don't know whether you're a cunt or whether you're someone that we know,
She sounds
and
like
it's a wee bit
Valeska.
of banter.
I think it's whole banter, whole cunt.
Aye, and it just took me a wee second there to go, I know who he is, because I remember her coming third to Bella Houston and Drag Idol.
Well,
And then seeing her, obviously years later, but seeing her, she was at one of our fresh meets, and I'm going, I know your face. Then she was at your Sunday for a couple of weeks. Then
can
back
I
to a
just
fresh
say,
meat.
fresh meat? That's never looked fresh. That's
I
right.
know.
But I must admit, we had a lot of posters all the way through that building, and she never had fucking one.
Because I didn't need them.
No,
the
because you wouldn't
people
want to put
just
that fucker on a
The
poster.
people just came.
I know, no, she never posted that. It was her in silhouette. Well, sorry, it was a drag queen in silhouette. It wasn't the
It was
fucking
me in
us.
silhouette
It
and
wasn't
my tea.
with that waist, it wasn't fucking you.
It was me in my heyday.
Right,
This is
so
not my
when we were on that
heyday either.
conversation of who had sparked your inspiration, what performer have you worked with that has inspired you? Like, they've got a great work ethic, they've got great advice, they've survived. What's someone?
Nobody, because I watched Solitary. I'm better myself.
Nobody what way.
No, you saw just take me down a notch or two, and I've got to work hard to bring that.
Mine would be Christian when I done Jukebox Memories at the Pavilion.
Christian.
Have you got a story about him?
No, but I like him.
So-
And he sings a wee bit of Please Stay.
So I done shows at the Pavilion,
If I got
and there was
all
Christian,
money,
and when I first started,
and
he must have been
I'm
about 70. But this man had about 42 costume changes.
Oh, he's 142 now.
He could run around, get in.
Dances like a bastard.
Remembered all his lines, remembered all the jokes, remembered all the songs, and it was absolute. We were all wee nabdies. And I knew who the fuck he was, but he was kind, it was lovely, it was
And
genuine.
I bet you, if they said, they're loving this tonight, we need to extend an hour, I bet you he could date his cell.
Mm-hmm.
And he could sing like 45 more
To
songs
be
with the
fair,
same vigour.
70% of the audience at Jukebox Memories were there for Christian.
Yes.
Oh, God, aye.
Christian is another one who's a Scottish icon and legend.
I bet you Chris McClure had his name written in 4 different
And the same
colours.
show, to be fair, it was Dean Park, and he was always lovely to us.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought Christian sounds like Cliff Richard, and Dean Park sounds like a granda who can sing. That's how I would describe it.
Sometimes.
Aye.
Noon again.
Dean Park is great at the American standards kind of music, Frank Sinatra kind of
No,
things.
I remember most of his jokes, and it was the fact that my first year doing Panto, I made a joke.
I'm just
and
going
then
to
went,
run to the water closet.
that's fine. And then literally went, oh no, that's my career over because I've just done a joke for Dean Park.
No.
Because as wonderful as Dean
That's
Park
when
was,
you know you're doing the jokes.
well, that's the thing. As wonderful as Dean Park was a dame as I was growing up, and it was brilliant. It was this sort of running joke as we got older and moved into entertainment of don't still Dean Park joke. There's only Methuselah.
No, but those two always inspired me that they were a lot older and they still loved their job and they were still fit and vibrant and go for it. But the Dean Park joke I remember is like, well, my dressing room's next to the dancers and there's a wee hole in the wall and I can see everything, but I don't stop. I let them watch me.
Aye.
It was always a very infamous Dean Park joke.
I did enjoy when I came to go see Jukebox Memories because even me
The
at my
Swing Cats were amazing as well.
in my mature age dramatically brought down the average age of that auditorium.
But that's what I'm saying, like Dean Park and Christian were always down to earth, humble, still like extremely talented, worked hard, didn't have delusions of grandeur. Yes, maybe they've got no need because they're not technically famous, but it's usually people with less talent and less famous who think they're fabulous. They were up for criticism, they were happy to talk to anyone, and they just showed a great work ethic and a love for what they do. I think what's inspired me through them. So is there no one like that? Even Sally inspired? Like, is there someone, another entertainer, drag queen, burlesque,
Publicly say it's Sally, but not really.
well, is there a performer in general you met that's like, oh, they gave me great advice, or watching them perform and how they interact with people has inspired me and gave me great advice to go forward?
Not really. I wish she'd gave me pre-warning for this question. And I thought of some.
It still could be Dorothy Paul, like her survivor. She survived decades.
Like,
and
I
she's
enjoy like Joy
involved.
Pauline Smith and all that, and I enjoy people that have worked and continued working. I don't mean continue being booked, continued working. You know what I mean? Whether you're doing the Palladium, the Pavilion, or the Paisley Bowling Club.
Knights of St. Among Us.
You know what I mean? The St. Columba.
St. Columba.
They turn up, they do their job, and they carry on. They're the people I respect. It doesn't matter whether you're in, like, where you are. They come and do for...
So the way I admire Dave Lynn.
Aye. Jacqueline, I knew there was no hate. I just kept reading it going, they're making an awful lot of, like, comments. I'm like, who is that? Because I've recognised the name.
Jacqueline, I don't know you personally, but I know your name. But I think you're lovely. We all know it's banter. We're all up for a wee bit of banter.
Aye. So yeah, like I enjoy people that are, like, and even like sort of people like Mae Miller. She's been going for 100 years, and
she's a showbiz survivor.
Right.
She's carried on.
She's still out of the SECC, right? Still a wee Sunday afternoon in the Waterloo.
Exactly.
Like, it's
like that's when we were talking about Maisie Trolley. I may not live to be the longest or the oldest working drag queen performer.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's we're no living to choose.
But I enjoy performing it, and it's my great love. I want to keep on doing it as long as I can. Whether it is playing the pavilion or playing Belle Salt Orb.
Whilst she's down there, will I just pass over the...
Just out of the water closet there.
I'll have to go find my ninja over a bucket now.
Excuse me, that's my line.
Right, so all yous watching,
She's on a sale.
all 6 of yous watching, who's the inspiration or a great performer you have seen live?
Okay, she's asking a public way.
Whether it's been in panto, plays, movies, musicals, who's an entertainer? Who's excited you and inspired you? Has made you fall in love with entertainment? There's a few people I love. Is Bette Midler. Dolly Parton's the number one. I've seen Dolly Parton live 4 times. I've seen all her movies, even the bad ones. I've bought her books. I've bought her albums. I watch her YouTube series. I buy her books. I've got everything. There's just something about that woman that inspires me. Her down-to-earthness, her love. So is there anyone who's done that for you? So Catherine Gorman, for me, defo Dorothy Paul. I think we all agree that Dorothy Paul is a Scottish institution. I come here because I'm pissed. Dorothy Paul is a Scottish institution and is definitely an inspiration to many Scottish performers, because I think Dorothy Paul is basically a drag queen. She's a singer, she's a comedian, she's an actress, she's fabulous.
What's your face?
Dorothy Paul gets on her girl street.
Who, me? What for calling her drag queen?
Right, so me and Sally, it's just the age of you didn't know, bum, like, me and Jackie have, went and done our ablutions. Is that what I'm looking for?
And we're taking stock of the stock we have.
Right, do you want to take your wee couple of minutes off? I mean, we seem to be running over, but if we've got more things to talk about, we can stay here if you want to take your wee 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
That's code, my Bonnie Bears.
That's remembered.
What do you mean?
Al?
You're younger than the rest of us.
Oh, I'm definitely younger than you. Goodbye, good generation.
So yes, what are we talking about? There's...
My pony pen?
Oh, how dare you!
I've stolen your catchphrase.
I know! Don't worry about it. I keep telling people me throw my minge over a bucket.
That's mine. Throw my minge over a
Oh,
bucket.
we've got lots of...
What have we got lots of?
Oh, Noma's going to be so upset that she was on her break while we got to that comment about Bette Midler.
Look at that.
Thank you. Oh, I'll move it up. Thank you, Catherine Gorman. Well, if you'd like to see us either with or without Miss G here.
Don't be booking the two, just book me. Yeah, right. Yeah, when you get them. They're only worth one colour of chalk.
I do apologise. So, Miss Gorman, if you do want, without Jackie, because fuck it, we're not going to give her a leg up anymore. If you do want Scotland's premier theatrical drag troupe to come and entertain
They've given sell that title, by the way.
I think you'll find it's technically true because we're the only theatrical drag troupe.
Oh, my earring's falling out my ear.
He gives them a call, or a message.
You as well calling the Ghostbusters, because you'll get me to work at them.
These are things that Sally feels underestimated. The whole time. The whole time. The whole time.
See, Sally
I
feels.
do apologise.
Sally feels got one of the. Oh, would you cry them? Gay nuns.
Oh.
I mean, it's no right.
Oh,
They might get well, but
I can't be dealing with home.
no, dear nothing. I want to be singing Dolly Parton at you all the time. Like, if you
Two
just-
doors down.
They don't even know the songs. They only know the common songs like "Working 9 to 5."
Or vaccine.
That one.
Vaccine.
She's made that topical because it's in their premiere one woman whatever show they're fucking peddling that month. Like, it's quite good. That movie is that good?
It's just not actually in that.
Is it not? Oh, wait,
No.
you'll need to put it in because you got to give the punters what they want.
Aye. There is a Dolly Parton song in Pantry. There used to be two, but we cut the other one because we're tone deaf on it. No, just that one. We're really tone deaf in that one.
I am saying nothing, but I am thinking plenty. Thank you, guys. Put Gaz's comment up.
Thank you, Jacqueline.
Did the Jacqueline Devere show up your ass?
No, and I.
Put Catherine's comment up.
Catherine's comment.
No, that one.
Catherine.
I meant Gaz. Here we are.
Nobody's right to doing with 12 foot
Hold the
goal.
bus. I've just realised why he said that.
Why?
They're wanting a fucking discount.
I know. And don't you know when folk do it? They start liking all your posts. You go, that's funny. They're not like my post
And
before.
see
They're
the
like,
best,
when you get the
see the
message.
best yet? They already got a 5-finger discount when they put it in their message bag. I'm sure they'll get that bag with a tinfoil in it.
Oh, you made a discount at the side hustle. I thought that Gaz had maybe booked you for a wee private affair.
Oh no, I'm no free with my favours. I keep my horn in my halfpenny hen.
You're a man, a good. No,
Mind you, during this lockdown, I thought about hooking my Haddy down the Clyde side, but
I'm not. I nearly said I'm not free that but I better not mention my feet on here, just in case anyone does get a discount or anyone. You know how sometimes you get a wee booking in and you're like, that's going to be awkward. I can't be asked. So you bump extra on the top of it.
I don't do that with my bookings. I treat all of my bookings like a royal variety performance. So don't you be worried. You'll not get shortchanged with me, but you will with the Vestal Girls. Premier. Mere fucking premier ending premier. Better have that in a poster next week, I know. Now, Catherine Gorman, if you're still watching, she will be because she's got fuck all else to do on a Saturday night. Right, only.
That's fine. You've just sat in bad mouth. That's when we've actually gave you an audience. I mean, you know you've got a bigger man, but you still we'll give you something today on a Saturday.
I'll tell you later.
That's fine.
Tell you what, brilliant.
Gonna just first of all put in a wee bit of a good word, considering there is 3 shows that we were considering.
Catherine
booking
Gorman,
for.
I feel that I look like somebody we formerly knew this evening, but get back to me if you think it's who I think it is. Catherine Gorman. See when Catherine Gorman said a sherry and she's over people's night. She sits at that table and that's at Rolex Bowling Club and gives every fucking one of them that character. It's better than a one-woman show. I sit like that with my girdle laugh or hanging out like the band road and
So
she
basically, what you do half a show,
and she finishes it for me.
and you keep pouring on a vodka. So you do the same half the show, you just bring on Catherine.
And I'll tell you something else. She's never fucking wrong. Bunny, nice.
Yes.
So, Tony White's watching again. Tony White has been in and out more times than a fucking prize night. Good night. In and out.
I don't know if anybody else is on at the same time as us, but he's probably watching.
Who else is Tony White going to watch on Saturday night? The only thing he's going to watch is the fucking gym membership cutting about fucking YouTube.
Oh, he's no one of them, is he?
Have you not seen him?
No.
He's a tank.
It was a wee skinny beanpole last time I saw him.
See, the next time we see him, he's going to tell us he's a top, but I don't think that's true either. But he's going to tell us.
There's no way he's a fucking top.
I'm telling you.
He's not even a blouse.
Wait to see him. Well, he might be a blouse actually.
No.
He is quite camp. And I'm glad that I've nurtured him and I've took him in hat.
You've taken advantage of the poor boy.
No in hand. That's not a term I was looking for there.
No, took it in the throat.
I've talked him into no dyeing his hair sooty black. And
He's
gone
no
with the
still
natural-
ginger, is he?
Oh aye.
Oh no, I didn't like him ginger.
When I met him, he was full Schwarzkopf sooty black, and I went, see that? See
That's
that?
how I knew Tony White. Tony White with the black hair.
No. He's now embraced his roots. And they're no longer roots, because they're full follicles. Who's saying who?
Catherine says she can do a throat show with the three of us. She can if she wishes, but we come with an old one that she doesn't do. She doesn't do the low level stuff. She only does the big shows. We've got to make sure we make her
the
see
big
before.
ship sails through the I've been watching too
Catherine
much
sends
Seinfeld.
me a message. We would love to come to the Rolex Bowling Club.
Catherine Gorman, I fucking dare you. Could you do me a favour? Could you try that a bit tighter?
Oh, so you're going to fucking diss me, and then do all this.
Dish you anyhow. You're lucky this is no doing my tits, because they'd be right out by now. Right, I didn't say circulation half. Thank you, very glad.
Did I see no me a minute ago?
Yes, but she's
That's
disappeared.
Fine. That's fine.
She's disappeared into the lavy. She's about to throw her minge over a bucket.
Oh, lovely.
And that's all that's in that lavatory. There's not even a pan. It's literally a bucket on the flare.
We're getting new Anna up, tip it up, so it'll be lovely.
Could we just pop this up? Yes. Catherine Gorman knows this all too well, because Catherine Gorman has two of them.
Do it? How the fuck do you get two?
She's the first lesbian, non-lesbian, two-person with a two-thing in the East End of Glasgow ever.
Oh my.
I know this because I've seen it. It's not pretty, but it's a thing. Oh. To do garden oh God, yes, as long as you you don't furnish me with I will furnish myself with a lovely hold on, excuse me. She's not on roller skates, she's just in cheap heels.
I'm back.
Cheap heels make sound.
I bring the pretty stairs.
Yes, I do garden parties, yes. And I bring my own
I've got
selection
to
of
reply to a
fur coats.
message.
And also I wear a wee thermal knicker. But I
You've done
won't
a
show
lot
you
in the
them.
garden.
Well, it's all been gardening. The top soil, the bottom soil, and the versatile
She's
soil.
rosebudding.
I have toiled not. Right,
So what have I missed?
next. Oh, you've missed nothing, because you're right. Oh, you missed him trying to poach my people.
I did not try and pose you people. All I said was, as the bookers are saying,
Go
I
on,
would
you
love to
shouting
see
because
this.
you're right bloody well next to us.
And now you know how I felt the other night there, dear.
I never said a word next. All I said was, hiya!
That bloody voice.
She's got a cheek.
I know, no. As someone was talking about, I would love to see the three of you. I'll boot you and I'll bring you all in.
Have you got the coat on because you're a bit cold now?
I've kept the coat in the
Wait.
full time.
Jackie's on there going, I know, don't book them. I've got bills to pay.
You're no buying for oat sweat, that's for sure. Sorry. There was no need for the truth there.
No, there was needed to prove. We're meeting the
And I'll
first
let you
password
in a
number,
secret.
and you're with the charity shop knockoff.
Excuse me, this was not from a charity shop.
It was second hand from a charity
I
shop.
cut the very label right after this. And this was not from a charity shop. This was gifted to me by a very, very, very
Old pal.
highfalutin performer of the Glasgow scene. I forgot what I was going to go with that there. What was it you were saying to me for that?
I don't know, I just tell you the address to a charity shop.
But because someone asked to
I
book.
don't know. Doesn't matter.
Emma's asking, do we know any good gardeners? So, Jackie, who trims your bush?
I don't have a garden. I have got a wee back court
Oh, my God.
that's got
Concrete.
Well, it's got a concrete runabout, and it's got 4 pebbles, and attached to the 4 pebbles is my washing line
Lovely.
that I'm
Well,
all allowed to use for.
I'm a council who's so varied anything. I'm just like, phone in the council.
Now, are you?
Jenny sat on a be phone in the council. Start your pitching, I'll be phone in the council. Did we interrupt you, man? You fucking rant.
Why?
I do apologise.
It makes a change because normally I'm just.
There'll be a rant when we're done this show.
I hope it's soon before we get pissed and just start talking more shit.
There'll be no end. I can't even remember. So you've got the back. What have yours got the wee window box?
No, because that's off a, dare I say it, poofy. No, I don't have a window box, no. There's no floors in my house, no.
Oh. So the 4-eyed fruit doesn't want a wee window box with some geraniums.
That 4-eyed fruit's not even worth talking about. Gets in your nerves. He's out fucking moaning and eating. See if he's not eating, he's moaning. And see when he's not moaning, he's fucking eating. Oh my God. He's a heart attack waiting to happen.
We can live in hope. We can live in hope.
Well,
Let's be honest, I'm going to go first. Well, no.
with a bit of fucking luck.
Well, no, I'm going first.
I'm outliving the fucking full lotties.
And then the rest of us will get a fucking word in.
She says that, you know what's going to happen? She's going to walk out there and get hit by a bus. There's going to be a 42 going to pay.
Hey, I went out there and was advertising your building.
I've seen your bush.
Oh, aye.
And mother of
No,
God doesn't
please don't do that.
Someone asked me, are they open? I said, no. I said, when are they open? See if you go on their social medias, you'll find out everything you need to know. I was advertising this building. I don't even bastard and work here, even though I'm here more than the fucking staff is.
I think I wrote that in the
Currently September, I'm trying to get them to bring that forward, but currently September
in the rain.
I want it brought forward at the same time. For the first time in 14 months, people other than me and Nomi have been in this building. Right? Someone else from that works here was in the building, and it was weird as fuck. I was like, get out, no, get out. You're moving stuff, move!
I'll tell you what they never brought. Heat.
No, there's still fundraising for that.
Let's not mention the heating. I started working here.
There isn't any, that's how.
I did the first panto here. Right? The one
Here
where
she's away again.
the one where I got the thing that we'll not talk about.
Scotland's top!
No,
Tell me, one off! What? It's good. How fucking rude am I? One off!
And it was only a
Scotland's
review.
finest panto names.
Wasn't
But
it
she
a
made
award?
it was an award.
I know.
Mind that time?
It's a review.
Aye. And then see when we told her, she go, all right, Rachel. Oh, yeah, I thought she was taking a period or something.
I probably was.
She shoved the Tampax in her gob. Never worked. She fucking spat
She's
out
beyond the
the
age of period, don't worry.
I say
Menopause has been
Tampax,
gone.
but other period plugging things are available in the market.
My new one, I like that advert. We may not be the best, but we're up there.
Well, have you seen the new body form advert? Oh, it's great. So this wee woman comes in, right? She's not as good looking as me, but she comes in and she says, I am the new chief designer here at Bodyform, and I have designed this new towel. And she holds it up, but it's like, you know, that CGI thing? She's not really holding it.
Oh.
It's a computer thing. And she goes, this is it. And she says, and I think that we should make it curved, because women are curved. And I thought, why not make it twisted? But never mind.
No, do you know what advert?
I like that.
Do you know what advert I find weird and I kind of love at the same time? It's like one of those food delivery places, Parsley Box. And it's a wee old woman,
Did somebody say to see?
and she's on
That's the last
Tinder.
thing you need.
She's on Tinder. She's talking about bringing men back to her home. She's like, I'll order the sticky toffee
She's a
pudding.
who?
And she invites the man over. I'm like, we're watching an advert of a woman getting her hole
On tap
in her 70s.
and paying for it.
Talking about her sticky toffee pudding.
I can't even get a quick go behind a buffer man and she's getting sticking on my pudding.
I wouldn't give you through a go
I
behind
don't
a
eat
tram
puddings, that's
ticket.
what I'm saying.
Anyway, Emma, it's going. There should be announcements within the next couple of weeks to a month.
Hour and a half.
Like, no, an hour and a half. We're still in the process of waiting on reply, like emailing and waiting for replies.
Is this a bit she makes herself more interesting and you've got more bookings than you actually have? I think I've stepped on some toes there, and by God, is that a total step on?
Right, we're going to wrap this live up. We're
So-
on for an hour and a half.
Alright, so the Vesta tour is we are still in the process of organising the venues. We have the show sorted. we have what we're doing sorted. Going to stop doing the quotation marks. And now it's a case of waiting on the replies from the different places that we're booking, etc. We do have a plan for next year. Is it next year? Well, but probably next year.
Would you like to pay overinflated prices for this shite? Don't be booking a tour. Wait till they come to the Borough Hall.
That's fine. Just go see Jackie who works for free. That's fine. At least we've got a ticket price. But there's things we're looking
My
at.
venues pay my price and they charge their tickets at their own price.
That's nice.
I come with a fee, not a ticket price. Thank you, very glad.
Right, let's wrap this up before we have a domestic.
We're not having a domestic. So yes, there will be information soon. However, Emma, you will be the first
We've not
to
had a
know.
domestic since the last time. You mind that time Atlanta? I've been fine since then. What are you saying then?
Emma, you specifically will be the first to know.
I'll
when we
private
have-
message you myself.
I'll
when
tell
we
you the
have
shitey dates in a private message chain. You'll know to avoid them. Be booked for everything else. Even book yourself a simpler aid. They're trying to come back to. Best concert I've ever been to, by the way. Best concert I've ever been to. Sound like the CD. Cool.
Oh, are you finished now?
Finished. Simpler Red sounds like the CD.
No, that's nice. I was saying something. You said something there, I was like something else. It's like simply B. I'm going, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, that's what you're doing all your shit.
So you'll be the first to know,
16 and
Emma.
22.
There is information coming. But in the meantime, you can book your
22.
tickets for Panto to see us. But we are
Scotland's
currently working
premier
finest.
drag team. One of.
See if you can do that the piss out of it, at least get it right. It's one of Scotland's finest pantomime, James. Something that someone else didn't get called and has never been called, but then likes put in their bio, Glasgow's best dame, although no one's ever called them that. Don't mention the name, it's fine.
Say Jamie were telling me the other way, huh, Jamie? Say cheerio with the people.
So, we are
Say cheerio with the people.
I am saying cheerio. Shut the fuck up. So, my boy and the Bears, we'll be back next Saturday unless I've lapped discount.
I'll be at work, I'll not be here.
No,
Oh, fuck.
I'll be back at work, I know.
No, you're off for 2 weeks. I know everybody else is
My
noticed.
schedule is very busy.
So
I'll be the
we hope
weekending.
we hope you've had a lovely evening. We'll see you all soon. If you do have a spare couple of pounds, so that Jackie can get a new wig for a change, please feel free to pop it into PayPal.me/the
Look, I need anything you're going to look at these two.
You know what I mean? She's not a vested girl, but we get a wee bit of charity on the side. And we'll see you next
Do you want to
week.
start that one?
Have you any
Funerals and perverts.
have you any closing comments?
Thank you for
Clothing
watching.
comments. She can't fucking wear the clothes never mind if I comment about them.
Thank you for watching. I hope you had a lovely evening.
The only problem with doing this with us all the girls live, trying to fucking mute her.
I know. Right.
Thank you, very glad. See
Bye,
you later.
driver.
Bye. Bye.
Catch you, bye.
Bye. Next stop.
I'm waiting for that to say, do you really want to intend
Is